Why don't Shay learn to drive?
What is going on, guys? This comes up. Yeah, there we go. In game now. So some of the questions, why ATS? Maybe not ETS2. This is because this is hosted by TruckersFM, and this is that they wanted to do their own ATS Convoy, so that's why it's going to be ATS. It's not TMP hosted. This if I have everything correct, we will be leaving here shortly in about, or we're scheduled to leave in about 5 minutes. So if you want to come on down, you can come up on the TruckersFM November Convoy server for ATS, and you can come along and join us. So you still got some time to hop in game if you want to join. And I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening and or afternoon. Oh, there goes my mouse. But yes, this was hosted by Truckers FM. I believe the event team and or convoy control will have us doing some a different route than what I have planned. So roughly, if you know, roughly on what I have, it's roughly about a 600+ mile trip. But I feel like they went through. Actually, where's my phone? I can actually take a look at it real quick. But I know they edited it just ever so slightly. But we're beginning over in Tucson, and the convoy is scheduled to end in Raton. As far as I know, any VTC is able to participate if they have a reserved slot. That I do not know. Unfortunately, I'm unable to teleport people. If you can maybe do it in single player in Tucson and then switch over to multiplayer, so that way you don't have to quick travel or anything. I'm looking at my map here real quick on my phone. See if I can get a better... Okay, yeah. So they're having us come up through this squiggly line road. And up on 84, I think it was. Yeah, so it's about a 900+ mile trip. Oh. So the lead is right there. JH, no Utah is on TMP as of right now. Keep in mind there's no ETA. Everyone in the TMP team is all volunteers, so it just gets done when everyone has, you know, the time to get it done, unfortunately. Got Mr. JUK parked next to me. Got DJ Jack from TFM, along with Nathan, who is going to be leading it right there. Then we got Max and also 3V over here, along with Dennis and, is it Anita or Anita Gaming? Got DJ Skinner and DJ Dynamic. So that's everyone over in the TFM / Truckers MP and what was the last one? It was like Associated Streamers or something like that, recognized by TFM. Okay, well, we have 1.36. We can't go back to 1.35, or am I wrong? Yeah, you can roll it back. You can go backwards. So if your game automatically updated, you can go back to 1.35, which like I did. So it is possible. There is still more than enough time. If you don't meet us here right here at the start of it, you can still meet us along the way there, because it will be quite a long convoy. Alright, we're gonna go out here. Alright. Away we go.
Turn left.
For the convoy itself, I'm probably just going to leave it in automatic just because it's just easier that way.
Turn right.
And I'm hoping once I pull away from more of these people here, it'll become a little better, because I'm averaging about 100 MS. Well, there might be, you know, a few often bans every week, but, you know, we are pushing out that road to simulation and try to get people back to understand that we want people to play it as more of a simulation based than anything. So if we need to ban individuals in order for that to happen, it's just something that we're going to have to do. Hey Andy, TF, how you doing, bud? Hello, what is this convoy about? This convoy is just Truckers FM Convoy that they host. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that they host one every month. And this month they just decided to host one on ATS, so that's what we are attending here today. Sad they have a ban from just a lag. I mean, I can't discuss, you know, things about bans and whatnot. I'm sure maybe there had to be a good reason. If you're not always sure about something, you can always appeal it, and then if you don't agree with the appeal, if it's been closed, you can always submit a feedback ticket and get someone's second opinion on it. Yeah, no, Simon, this is just the regular Truckers FM convoy. It's not, Utah is not supported at this time right now. Yep, the server, I'll keep this open just for, you know, a minute or two, but it's titled the Truckers FM November Convoy, so if you wanna come in and jump in, you still have plenty of time. How you doing today? Is it pronounced Erhan? I hope. That is one thing, guys. I apologize if I butcher your name. I'm terrible with pronouncing names and whatnot. So if I pronounce it wrong, don't take it personal or anything. But I hope everyone's having a good day here. And hey, there's Mike. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I also left it open for him, so hopefully he sees that. Hope you're doing well as well. I saw you back over in Tucson there. Well, it becomes on what servers are available. I mean, think of it from my perspective and my point of view. I'm from the United States, and a lot of the times when I have to do GM related work and whatnot, I have to be on European servers because sometimes there's no work available on the United States servers. There's no actual rule saying people from XYZ can't play on the European servers. Everyone's welcome to play on whatever server they want to. And then with the unreliable connection, basically it will kick you if you have a bad MS or whatnot. I mean, the latency and ping can be an issue sometimes. I mean, right now, like with me streaming, I get a little bit higher. So like, you know, you see it goes up to 117, maybe 120 or so. But I have London behind me. He also knows that I'm streaming, so he's keeping a safe distance behind me as well, just in case. It's always that, you know, 50-50. It's not just related to your ping. It's also your hardware and whatnot that you have available as well. I myself don't have the greatest setup and whatnot, but I have something that should be overall presentable and enjoyable to watch for everyone here, hopefully. Yep, so if your game did update to 1.36, you're gonna have to manually go into the game in your Steam library and right click it and then downgrade it manually down to 1.35. Yeah, no, I'm just giving you some examples. Like sometimes, like right now, it's gone up to 148 for some weird reason. I think probably because I'm switching songs. Maybe. I just realized it's gone up. Usually my ping isn't that high. Okay, I see you're going back down with 117. But yeah, no, like I said, this is we're probably going about this speed right now just so everyone in the back of the city is able to join up with the convoy, and then once everyone's here, we can speed back up and whatnot. But this is just their monthly convoy that they enjoy doing, so I jumped on board and said, hey, you know what? I was gonna probably attend this convoy anyway, so why not stream it for everyone here? Well, it becomes 50-50. If I'm driving, there's a high chance sometimes I'm paying more attention to me driving rather than looking at other players. If something happens, like, right in my direct view, I'll take care of it. But if something happened 10, 15 trucks, you know, back that way, I'm not saying I'm not going to do anything, it's just harder for me to do something. If I'm doing, like, a GM stream, which I'm just strictly only doing reports and helping people, you know, then I can keep my more focus on that, if that's what you're talking about. Which country plays the most? I don't know if there's any information that gathers that. I would just say overseas, you know, European countries and whatnot would play the most likely. There's nothing really that I'm aware that calculates that data. Just try to also remember that because this is the TMP channel, it has to be staying English if you guys, if you could, please. And snow mod, yeah, I don't know about any ET on snow mod. It could be a thing, it could not be a thing, who knows. Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you for hopefully translating for him to understand. You know, I had that same conversation with someone else. I kind of argued that ETS ran a little bit smoother, but they told me I was crazy. But, honestly, I personally see a little bit of a difference myself, and I do agree with you. It does run, but yeah, see, even Mike agrees as well. But if you've played it this past weekend for free and you're 50-50, if you're unsure about getting it, personally, I'm not trying to be like, hey, spend your money and buy it, but like, I'm from the United States, right? So I'm used to the bigger trucks and the highways like this and whatnot. And I absolutely love this game. I always try to push people to play it more often when they can, but, you know, people just prefer ETS2, which I totally understand. But I mean, even just so you have it for like official TMP or TFM convoys, I would say totally go for it, my man. It's a great game, it's still enjoyable. You know, the cargo types are different. It presents you a little bit more challenge for heavy hauls and some of the forestry equipment and whatnot. But I personally love it. Yeah, and Mike said it does also have a little bit more of a unique style and whatnot, and very more detailed. You're from Romania too, to be honest. I like ATS better. Yeah, I know a lot of people still like ATS. It's always a 50-50. ATS has killer off-road hauls too. Are you referring to like some of like the off-road, like hidden gems and whatnot? Or are you talking about like the cargo types? You're from Turkey and you like ETS? Yeah, that's, hey, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. ETS2 has things the ATS doesn't, and vice versa. Not sure if this guy's on keyboard or what. Okay, you're talking about the hidden gems and Easter eggs and whatnot. Yeah. I think my favorite one is the one in Phoenix, because, you know, even before joining staff and, you know, when Phoenix came out and the whole state and whatnot, I always saw the racetrack in the free cam, or not the racetrack, but like the, what would you call it? Not necessarily a quarry, but like the tunnel system, and it just makes one giant loop.
Go straight on.
With the ice cream truck, police car, and, you know, little Easter egg saying something. I've always liked that one because I've gone to Phoenix so many times and never realized it until a little while ago. You just had to push that barrier construction cone out of the way, and there was the entrance right there for you. But ATS has really good graphics. Well, I mean, they both do. It's just that I think ATS goes a little bit more into detail, especially with the DLC. Well, yeah, driving some of the larger machinery, you know, buses, trucks, you know, anything smaller in between, box trucks and whatnot. There's always something fascinating about, you know, being behind the wheel and controlling something, you know. And I don't blame you. I personally don't have my CDL, commercial driver's license, you know. I don't know the first thing about trucks, but I love, you know, getting behind the wheel in ATS and ETS2 and just, you know, taking a chill pill and just relaxing and just delivering it and going anywhere. Is it updated for 1.36 in Utah? Unfortunately, not at this time. This was just a regular planned TruckersFM November convoy. Hey Addy, how you doing? You have a player truck in Salt Lake. I'm not too familiar where that is to my new,
Right. And then exit
for my current
right.
point of view on the map and whatnot, because I can't really look at it.
Exit right.
Oh, this guy. How are you? I'm doing good. Yeah, doing good. Just enjoying the
Turn left.
TFM convoy for sure.
Turn left.
Oh, well, if it's in Utah, you're not going to be able to. You'd have to downgrade your game to join. This convoy is on 1.35, not 1.36. So it's not supported, unfortunately. Day for all. I'm from Brazil. I enjoy your live. A big hug. Well, thank you, man. It's always nice to see people coming around and that enjoyed the TMP streams and whatnot. That's one thing I love about this game and this community is, you know, you'll be trucking with someone, not knowing who they are or where they're from, and then finds out that they're, you know, halfway around the world and whatnot. It's a very interesting way to meet new friends. Yeah, so I use a steering wheel. I normally do manually shifting. Manual shifting. However, for convoys, I usually just stick it in automatic just because there's a lot of stopping and going.
Turn right.
Yeah, when I first joined the community and played ATS, I was strictly a keyboard and mouse guy. Not mouse for steering, but like more mouse just, you know, for the cabin movements and whatnot. Until a little bit after is when I found an old controller, so I did that for a while. And then after enough saving up money and whatnot, I finally purchased myself the Logitech G9. Is it the 920? It's the Xbox version. I always keep forgetting which one I have. Yeah, driving mouse is always suspicious. You know, there are some people that can do it flawlessly. If I drove with a mouse, I would hit both these barriers within a second. I just can't drive. Nope, you're gonna need 1.35. So if you have Uton, if you've been playing, you need to downgrade your game. Oh, it's a massive change. I would never, I would not want to play ATS or ETS2 again if I didn't have a wheel. You know, having a wheel available and playing this game, it just makes it so much more, I don't want to say entertaining, but it just makes the game feel different. It totally does. He just took off like a rocket right there. Rocket man. So after some practice, your mouse steering is flawless? Nice. Yeah, like I said, there are some people that can have that. I would just hit everything. There's no way I can do it. How you doing, MLG Fox? Foxy, how you doing? Hey James, how are you doing as well? Hope you both are doing pretty well this afternoon or evening, depending where you are. You're welcome anytime, man. Yeah, this guy in front of me, I'm serious guessing that he has a little bit of lag spikes, and also probably a keyboard because he's been jerking it and going into different lanes. Nothing I'm gonna be really worried about, but definitely is something I'm keeping a distance away from him if or when possible. So Thomas, unfortunately, Uton 1.36 is not supported at this time. I'll bring this back up here for a moment. However, you'll see right now we're just attending the TruckersFM, the TFM November convoy. You know, they host these convoys once a month if I'm not mistaken. And this month they wanted to do a little something different and host it on ATS rather than ETS2. So that's all we're doing here is just the ATS convoy for TFM. And if I pronounce your name wrong, I apologize. Is it Erhan? Because I'm trying to also drive, so I don't want to hit anything or anyone. But how you doing as well? Just him honking, I wasn't too sure. But yeah, I hope everyone's relaxed, having a good time. I know for me it's nice to be able to sit back on a Sunday and just go for a drive. How long do the convoys usually last? Just one delivery or all day? Generally, they would last, you know, one delivery. So generally it would be about, it depends on where you are in the convoy. I'm more near up the front, so I want to say for me it's probably going to take about a total an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But someone near the middle or the back, it might take them, you know, 2 hours or more. But yeah, no, I think I scheduled today for an hour and a half or 2 hours just for the entire convoy. I'm gonna be late. Yeah, that's alright. I have 39 million, so I'm not worried about this. I just need something for the trip here. Do I think they will add buses? Your guess is as good as mine. I know in the game, in almost every city, I would say that there's a bus stop. However, that's something SCS would add, not necessarily Truckers MP. We wouldn't have the power to do that or whatnot. However, I will say, and I do know, like I said, in almost every city, or quite a few cities rather, there are bus stops, so I don't know if it was ever intended for, you know, when you're playing it single player, if AI trucks or buses were meant to drive in there. That I don't know. Imagine buses on TMP, yeah. Not gonna lie, when I first heard about the... Oh, what was it? It was the cars. When I first heard about the cars were coming, I was a little shocked, but then I was like, oh, you know what? I kind of like that idea, because you know, for an instance like this, it's a perfect idea because it gives something, it aids the convoy control or events team, and it just makes convoys just look more official when they have a pilot truck or a pilot car with them, you know? And I think YouTube just did that "Are you still listening" thing. So I think I lost music for a little bit. We'll see if we can maybe stop at a fuel stop or something and turn that back up. Oh, 90, okay. Well, SCS is still working on the bus simulator DLC for ETS. Okay, so there was a DLC for that. I did not know that. Thank you, Mike. This number is 77. Oh, you know why? Because he was typing. I bet that's why. Oh. they're reworking stuff on 2020 and maybe Spain and Portugal. Maybe. I don't follow up on a whole. I can't speak very well today. I don't follow up very much on the news unless it comes through my news feed or something. Yeah, your guys' guesses on what they rework next is as good as mine. I don't know what they would rework next. But with pro mods now being supported, I don't know how many people would prefer to drive. Well, unless they don't have the DLCs, I guess. That's a valid reason. However, I know most people that support SCS and buy the DLCs, so... When is traffic on MP? I know there was a topic made a while ago about an apology about that. As far as I know, it's still something that's being worked on, but it's nothing that's a priority at this time. Yeah, they didn't forget about it, but it's not on the top of the list, as if I remember correctly. Yeah, well. Oh, okay. Well, for the thing that they work on next, yeah, it's a possibility that they are good with their leaks. Could also monitor everything that they do inside the office too. Who knows? Put a USB in and maybe copy and paste something onto a flash drive. Well, that's kind of the concern, and that's one thing why it hasn't been finished and completed yet, is because once they did have traffic on multiplayer, you know, here on TMP, you know, our devs would have to update it every time the game updated. So that's why I say it's something that's still being worked on as far as I know, but it's not on the top of their list. Yeah, there is no ATS Pro mods. Thank you, Lassie. And I hope you're doing well. I hope the other thing went well as well. The other well thing went well as well. There you go. Seeing if I can come to a stop here sometime soon. Fix my latoons. It's like the Netflix thing. Now, like, are you still watching this? But instead for YouTube, it's, are you still listening to this? No, I don't alt-tab. I've been having some bugs lately as well, where if I alt-tab, I can't get back in the game. So that's why I want to make sure I'm completely stopped to begin with. I am not a risk taker when it comes to driving in multiplayer. I like to drive when I can, I like to drive very realistically and whatnot. Convoys, yeah, there are sometimes I have to speed up or whatnot, but... When coming multiplayer... on ATS. Do you mean Utah in 1.1.36? If that's what you mean, there's currently no ETA for that. It's something that our devs are working on, but I can't say it will be supported XYZ yet, you know, at that particular time. Okay, yeah, I can't unfortunately say that it's going to be supported at a particular time. You're just going to have to be patient and wait. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. And that's a bug from the DX11 update. Okay. Yeah, because I know my game was updated last night and then... Or it was updated and then last night I had to downgrade because I need to do a test stream for today. Is it? Well, see, the interesting thing is I never had issues until last night or till today. But I don't know.
Ready. Turn right. Turn right.
I believe that was the good old Mike Dragon right there. Give him a little toot toot. It was on the forum, fix alt tab switching issue. Oh, okay. Well, thinking about it, I don't know how well it would actually be played. I was gonna say I could probably play it through the Steam overlay, but I don't want to chance it with that. And I'm not gonna use the radio that the game provides because that has copyright music on it. I see TMP is a big family. Yeah, we are a big family. The team is basically a second family, or an extension of your real life family. You know. Exactly. See, Mike agrees. However, can we just say how amusing, how amazing these views are? You just don't have that nice of a sunset. Sunrise. We don't have that pretty of a sunrise in ETS2. So our destination is, I believe it's Raton. If I can remember what button it is. Yeah, so Raton, I believe it's New Mexico. Still got 500 plus miles, which is more than enough. Hello Amy, how you doing here today? Yeah, it's Raton, New Mexico. Yeah, okay, I thought it was. Sometimes I just join these events, jump in, and generally don't even take a, or plan the route. This time I did, just so I had an idea about how many miles we have left. You pass a sign saying that you're in. Okay, I probably missed it when I was looking at the second monitor here with chat and whatnot. But cheers, Nick. Thank you. How you doing, Christian, as well? Yeah, it was somewhat of you, wasn't it? It just means that you probably had a unstable connection to the server and that your ping was too high, and basically it automatically kicked you from the server. If you're trying to load in a particular place that might have a lot of players, try loading in or making a game save somewhere else, and then load the city in first, and then or drive into the city, so you're not loading the city and map and players all at once. Because if you do that all at once and don't have the greatest of computers like mine, what it will do is it will kick you for having a high ping. Yeah, that's, you know, that's the trucks themselves though, you know, as well. Probably gonna get loud, but I mean, you don't have the flat nose truck. You have, you know, where the engine's actually, well, technically the engine's still in front in the or cab overs, but you know, you get the long nose style right here. You just don't know how to drive Mike. Come on now. Be a nice dragon. No, like Mike though said, once you learn how to drive the trucks, it's fairly very easy. If you back up the trailers, that's a little bit, I would say, a little bit more trickier compared to EU, you know, the regular trailers. Speak from experience. But you just need to know where your fifth wheel is and where your trailer is going, or where your trailer is about to go, so you don't go in opposite lanes and whatnot. It is fairly easy, I'm not gonna lie. I can't back up a truck during. It takes practice. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm an expert, I can stay right here in the cab view and back up. I can't do that either. I mean, I need camera 2 at least to view my blind spots. My blind spots. There you go. This guy definitely has to be on keyboard because he's been bippity boppity all over the place. Oh, bounce from the railroad tracks. I got banned twice. Go for my driving skills, but I learned from my mistake. I mean, I can't say that I've seen why or the reasoning for you've been banned, but I mean, I'm glad to see, you know, people can make difference and, you know, people can change and whatnot, so that's good to hear though. Exactly, like Nick said, anytime you do something, you learn from it. You know, a mistake, or even if you did something right, you know, if you didn't know how to do it the first time and you did it right, well then you know how to do it from now on. But doing stuff is always, you know, a learning experience, that's for sure. How is the time? Is it just in the server? Are you talking about like how you can adjust the time in the server, or I'm not too sure. I know what you're asking. Exactly, Mike. Greetings from Russia. Well, hello. Glad you could tune in. Much appreciated. And Johnny, hello. How you doing, Johnny? And Adam, how you doing? Are you looking to update it, or are you looking to downgrade so you can attend the convoy? Because if you need to downgrade it, you need to do it in your Steam library and then select, after right-clicking the game, you need to do, what is it, preferences, I think, and then game, or then betas, and then choose the 1.35 if you want to be able to play online right now, as we don't support 1.36 currently. I'm doing good, Johnny, thank you. About to take a little bit of sip of water here. Trying to do Truckers MP, but it says that I need to up to date. You probably need to downgrade then. If it's telling you any sort of error, you need to go to your Steam library, right-click on ATS, and then select the beta tab, and then select the 1.35 for compatible mods, and then let the game update and reset after that.
Turn left. Go straight on.
Thank you, Simon, for yeah, do that right there, and then you should be able to play ATS. Oh, someone just started their car. Oh no, it's the coppers. Alright, good, they ain't coming. Are we switching lanes, or are we staying in the fast lane? What are we doing, boys? Or staying in this lane, because there you go. Yeah, sometimes that gets quickly overlooked. People don't view that or see that right away. But that's awesome to know that you were right there, gave them the quick instructions. Yeah, the fuzz was back there for sure. I hope I didn't lag back and hit London or anything. Oh no, he's right there. How you doing here today, tonight, tomorrow, all of the above? Oh, okay, was that, yes. Yeah, the time does go by faster in multiplayer than in single player, yes. I know someone was asking about time. I wasn't too sure if I understood correctly. Now I gotcha. That's just how the game syncs with everything and everyone, so that's all. Oh, is it the opposite way? I for some reason I thought it was faster. Oh, you know what? No. Yes. I think I just contradicted myself. Yes, 1.35. That's the one you need. I want to start slowing down because I don't like this bridge. Well, I don't. It's not that I don't like the bridge, but it does appear so. I see a bunch of dots, and it got me concerned for a second. Alright, right on top of reports, that's awesome. Right lane exit only, are we... Oh.
Keep left.
Yes, so if you get banned for anything, it's a ban. You know, because you get banned for, you know, maybe your tags or your interior plates or this or that. If you were banned for it and found guilty, it's gonna count towards towards your profile, unfortunately. That's why it's very important that if anyone wants to do game save editing or change their avatar or interior plates or anything that's really avoidable, which can kind of be debatable because, I mean, ramming someone's, you know, avoidable as well. Let's go over this lane. Back in here. Well, thank you, Adam. We love you. How much is the steering wheel and what type of steering wheel is it? I want to know. Want to buy it tomorrow. To be honest, I can't remember how much I paid for my wheel, but it wasn't cheap. I'll tell you that much. I want to say it was like 300 or 400 USD, US dollars. I really want to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, but he keeps swerving in and out. I don't know, man. Get a decent computer for $400. I mean, I'm not a tech guy. I had a friend help me build me the computer that I'm on right now. I'm more of a program guy. So, you know, he can say that I have XYZ specs in this computer, but it'd be like talking to a wall to me because I have no idea what any of that means. You might be able to find some of the cheap one, a less expensive alternative on Amazon or maybe eBay or something. Even though I personally don't trust eBay because it's just notorious for scams and whatnot. But I guess that's my own opinion.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Oh, there's the good old friendly
Keep
Mike
left,
Dragon again.
And then turn left.
Does it come with a gear? No, it did not come with it, unfortunately. That was another $50 or $60 add-on you have to pay for. I know the older wheel, it came with it, but this one did not. What are those, like the G27s, I think, came with the shifter included in the price?
Go straight on.
But yeah, no, I'm sure you can probably find like a third-party seller, or even find it on Amazon still, for a company like that that repackages or sells them or whatnot. But even if you were to go with a less expensive route, you know, just a wheel in general, even if it's is it a 180 turn, which is a half one or half wheel turn, it just makes the game just feel that much different.
Keep left.
Yeah, so $5 on Steam. If you love trucks and just driving big machinery. Oh, here we go. Alright, it's a great game. I would recommend it. People pay more for breakfast. Yeah, that is true. That is definitely true. Yeah, that is also true. You know, the map size is different compared to ETS2, and the truck brands are limited compared to ETS2. But the thing is, like I've mentioned earlier, is that at the end of the day, it comes down to, you know, that particular person's opinion. You know, it's not one game is better than the other. They both have and offer different things, so there's always that way to look at it as well. You're from South Africa. Unfortunately, I only know English, and I have to keep it English only. So hopefully, you can maybe understand some of it. I do apologize. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a good night or afternoon, and thank you all for tuning in. Again, we are just chilling. Oh, he's gonna hit, oh, I thought he was gonna hit the rocks. All chilling here with the TruckersFM November Convoy, a dedicated server with American Truck Simulator. So my GPS says still roughly about 200 some odd miles, so if you're in the vicinity, you can always load up single player and get there and tag along in the rear of the convoy. it's a little bit louder outside. I should have guessed. But I mean, just the views. No, it's just nice. What's my name? My name is Cornholio. That's my name. That's what I go by. I am the player selected, so it'd be bad if I were to hit kick or ban on myself, especially right now when I'm streaming. But in the area, we got London behind me, and also on tab I see 3V is somewhere near us as well. I think he's in front of me. I don't say exactly what state I live in. I just generally say that I live on the Eastern Standard Time. So I'm somewhere there. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about an actual game. It's hard for me to tell exactly where I am in game. I'm there, going on 84 right now. In New Mexico, yes. That should be a given. My apology. But I can't zoom out for you. I'll keep that open, that tab open for you for a little bit. See if we're actually turning right here or going straight, so I'm not even sure. Oh, no, it says turn right, or right as I asked. So generally, yeah, I do have about the correct route then. Yeah, no, there are females out here that play this game. Just someone's gender shouldn't be a reasoning for you to play a game or not.
Get ready to turn right.
What's more popular, Euro Truck Simulator or ATS for multiplayer? If you're strictly playing it for multiplayer, then yeah, Euro Truck is probably going to be your better chance or better bet. It's going to be a little bit more popular. But as we were kind of talking about and, you know, mentioning earlier, it's also comes down to what you prefer. What game do you like the most out of the two? But if you're looking at it for something in that perspective, strictly from multiplayer review, then yeah, that one would go to ETS2 for sure. Yeah, Cake, you know, the snow mod is always fun, but even with if you have all the ETS2, if you own ETS2 and own all the map DLCs, you can always go to Pro Mods and go up there to, what is it, Iceland, I think, where it's all snowy and whatnot. So you can at least, you know, have that year round. However, I know where you're coming from. You know, the winter season and Christmas with the snow mod, it is pretty nice. I do enjoy it myself. Yeah, so I can see where you're coming from, but you know, maybe there are people who might not enjoy the game though. You have to look at it at both sides, that's all. I'm gonna close this now, just because it's kind of cluttering my screen. I don't like that. ATS2 is totally boring, lame. Well, I mean, like I said, everyone has their own thing, so everyone has their go-to game. Well, ATS, I couldn't find anyone on multiplayer. Now I have regrets. I mean, yeah, you will see people eventually. I mean, it also depends on what time you play and whatnot, so... People are definitely out there playing ATS, I can tell you for sure. That's, yeah. Well, Eagle, it depends on how many bans. Are they banned permanently? Because if they're banned permanently, chances are that they might not, you know, as harsh and cruel as it might sound, they might not be welcome back, because a permanent ban means permanently. If you're banned for, you know, a normal ban sentence or a 1 month or 3 month due to your history, you know, after that time and after that ban expires, you're always welcome to come back. Oh, driving the wrong lane, that ain't good. They cut off that little, I don't even want to call it seeker path. It's so well known. That is very true. It's almost like a, I don't want to say it's common sense, but yeah, no, definitely during the weekend and, you know, Friday nights and whatnot is when you'll see the most out of ATS. Oh no, Cake, I agree to that. If we're talking about just the base map, yeah, I would say ATS is a little bit more detailed in that point of view. But if you're including pro mods with it now, though, I mean, I might have to give that one to ETS2. Even though it's technically not ES2 or SES that did all that. That's just a whole different separate team that made that map and all those extensions. Even though they're technically using the assets from the game, but, you know. And Simon, that's also true. Time zones also play a major role, in fact, into that as well. Personally, I can't sit here and just say I love one game over the other, because I'd be torn. I love both games literally just about as much, because there are some things that ATS has that ETS just simply don't have, and vice versa. I mean, Pro Mods Canada's to come out soon. Is it? I did not even know. I didn't even know there was a Pro Mods Canada, or in the works, rather. Hi, Space Monkey Gaming. How you doing? Yeah, no, Canada Pro Mods. Yeah, I didn't even know if that was something in the works. That should be interesting. Is it Roddy I? Rod's 5? How you doing as well? ATS has better rocks. Well, there are a lot of rocks in ATS. Yeah, if you have an active ban, if you make a new account or buy the game again, that's ban evading. That's bannable as well, as Mike said. Haven't played Trucking Sim in forever. Well, you should come tag along sometime, man. We got ATS right now, which is a convoy that's probably getting close to done, about 100 miles, give or take. And then on ETS2, you know, TMP's now officially supported or partnered with ProMods. So there's ProMod support, so if you've ever played ProMods before, you can now truck with your friends or VTC members down that, so that's always
Go
fun.
straight on.
Thank you, Mike, yeah. Well, Cake, even if it gets outdated, it will get updated. And it will get updated by the ProMod team, not by the TMP team, so... Who knows, it could only take a few hours, it could take more than that, who knows. Alright, Space Gaming, well, take care, thanks for stopping by, and you have a great time. Yeah, I haven't got the chance to play Utah yet. I haven't bought it yet. I've heard nothing but good things about it, though. Overtake? No, there's no reason to overtake for this convoy. Back then, I almost want to go slower. Cake, I dislike it, I guess you could say. Well, not dislike it, but like, if people want to go down there, and if that's their, you know, their source of fun, and it doesn't bother me whatsoever, it's fine by me, I guess. You know, when I first learned about it, I was just like, people aren't really going down this road. There's not that much traffic, is there? And sure enough, when I went in game, checked it out just once, I was just like, well, that's what they want to do, that's fine. I mean, hey. Hey, Falco, how you doing, man? Yeah, no, I'm doing good, thanks. I hope you're having a good time as well. Just came on for the TruckersFM Convoy, November Convoy. And 77 goes back into his lane again. Turn those off, there you go, that's a lot better. Couldn't join, unfortunately. Ah, that sucks, man. Been a pretty well convoy, though. Nothing too bad. I think the only worst thing that has happened this entire convoy was the music stopped, and I have been really unable to alt tab. I've actually drove by a few places where I could stop very safely and do it. But I just kept on pulling through, and I really don't think there's any point now, because I think we're getting close to the end of it. But, you know, other than that, yeah, Falco, the convoy's been pretty solid. The ATS convoys generally really are, because there's not that... Well, actually, I don't want to say there's not that many people. There is 108 people So I mean, there's still a fair amount of people. That's more than a fair amount of people. That's a good amount of people for an ATS convoy, including, especially because people have to downgrade to come to the convoy. So that's actually a really good turnout, actually.
Turn left.
I do have a Facebook, but I don't generally give that out to anyone. Do we need video evidence if they have bad PC to do the report? So if something happened to you and you want to report another player on the our website, then yes, you do need to have some form of proof. If it's in-game tag, interior plates, profanity with the chat window fully open like this, or game save editing, you know, for those we will accept screenshots, but for really anything else, blocking, ramming, reckless driving, inappropriate overtaking, anything like a driving offense, we need to have video proof.
Exit.
So I hope that answers your question for that. Oh snap, I thought he was gonna hit the barrier there for a second. If again, my mileage might be off or incorrect. However, if I did map this correct, we're here now. This is the destination. Oh yeah, he hit right there. Almost arriving.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Perfect timing. There you go.
Turn left.
Oh, I'm actually dropping my... Oh, this is actually where I need to go anyway. Well, how about that? Probably gonna be late though, huh? Sunday, yeah, Sunday night. Alright, let's not deliver it. It's not like I have $39 million in the game anyway.
Get ready to turn left.
Oh, that's right. There's like 4 different quarries or whatever down here.
Turn left. Okay, let's find a new route. When possible, make a U-turn.
Sorry, Wendy, but I'm going to coastline mining.
Make a U-turn, okay? Let's find a new route.
Oh wow, this
When
is
possible,
not
make
a no collision zone, or not a not collision zone. Oh wait, no, I'm... Never mind, it is. I forgot. I had that hidden. Derp. Alright, Corin. Yeah, the lag will come here shortly. Oh, that didn't happen. Great hitbox, yeah. In fact, actually, let's see. See if I can maybe TP myself out right there. Wonder if that's drivable right there. It's got more people coming in. Oh yeah, are they stopped? Oh no, there they are. Ah, Nick, it's okay. I got, what did I say, 39 mil? Yeah, 39 mil, it's fine. So we'll turn that off. We don't need that on right now. I have that weird free cam thing where it goes either really fast or really slow. However, I gotta say, I like the guy's truck. The chrome tip on the back I'm not too fond of, but other than that, it's a nice truck. I feel like these are all paint jobs I don't have. Maybe. Simon, no, that is the scroll. So that's speed 1, and as soon as I change it, it goes super slow. Do I remember the? I can't even bring up the console. That's glitched too. Oh, you know what? I feel like. Oh, okay, hold on, wait. My alt tab is still here. Because I alt tabbed now. Continue watching. Yes. I can open that even though we're. Oh, you know what? Nope. This is the thing that happened. So on my screen, it's glitched. But on my second monitor, I can see everything. So let me quickly save. Let me quickly relaunch the game here a sec. The only thing I'm concerned about is hopefully I don't get kicked for, what do you call it, the hyping here now. Yeah, no, it wasn't too late. That's the main reason why I alt tapped Simon, was to re-get the music back going. But for the time being, also now I used my Stream Deck to mute the audio because I'm relaunching the game. I don't need to make you guys deaf with all the the music and the sound as I reload the game here. So, in all, I'm actually glad I didn't actually do that during the convoy, because then I would have had to do this, and who knows what would have happened. Maybe someone would have pulled up where I pulled over, and or something else. I don't know. Alright, so fingers crossed here. Hopefully we don't get kicked. That, or hopefully someone didn't steal our spot. People are still coming in and rolling in, so I feel like I should be okay. Because when I went live, when I first started, I was able to join in. I don't know. Here we go. Fingers crossed, everyone. Oh, alright, we should still get. Alright, there we go. Turn that back off. Alright, here we go, guys. We're back.
Okay, I can now confirm that my bladder is now empty.
Very nice.
I know, right?
An interesting conversation that I come back
So,
to.
who knows what the name of this month is? Oh, no, not that. Who knows what this month
Oh,
is
it's November.
Yeah, I know that, but what's the purpose of November?
We don't need that conversation. Now time to buy Utah, someone says. Wonder where everyone else went. Hold on. We'll hide that. Oh, okay, here we go. Where'd more people go? They got 2 Prime Logistics. Alright, Sean, take care. Thanks for stopping by. It's much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I feel like it's kind of like 50-50. I'm trying to look for any... I think 3V is the only other full TNP individual I see. Got some Viva in the back. Got Cruel X and Silver and Sparky and Gene, I want to say. And this looks more like public with a few RLC right there. Falcon trucking. Not too shabby. Let's see, still look at everyone coming in. And that's it. If you have Utah, there is a hidden event in World of Trucks. Right now I do not have Utah. It's on my to buy list. Alright, however, with that being said, you know if the frac trailers are allowed? Let me see what you might be asking, because I'm not too entirely sure what you're asking about. Are those the tilted? Yeah, okay, the tilted ones. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, those are only in 1.36 and or with the Utah update. So if you're doing it with Truckers MP 1.35, it's probably not going to be supported. It might boot you for a invalid accessory slot or something. Yeah, 1.3. Yeah, if it's a trailer from 1.36, it's not going to probably work for you, bud. Sorry. But yeah, no, I'll look into the Utah delivery and whatnot, so I can do it maybe on my off time or whatnot. However, this is the end of the convoy, a little bit early, but actually probably what we aim for, an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's about an hour and 40 minutes. However, guys, at this time, I'm probably gonna go ahead and end the stream. I would like to say thank you for everyone stopping by. It was a pleasure driving, and everyone stopping by and always having a chat. It's always fun and makes everything more enjoyable. And maybe, hopefully next time, you might be able to come along and join us for said drive. Alright everyone, again, thank you so much. You all have a great end of your evening and or afternoon. And we will see you next time.